Hello, Wolfpack. Today is Friday, March 8th, 2019. I'm Jamal Washington, and this is your Wolfpack News.
Jeremy Nixon.
Jamal Washington!
Crystal Brown.
Thomas
Michael Taylor. Zachary Broman.
Callie Midget.
Caleb Armour.
With some international news, I'm Caleb Armour. Imagine if you woke up one day, headed to the train station to get to work, and all of a sudden an explosion happens from a train speeding. This imagination really did happen to the innocent bystanders of Cairo, Egypt. February 27, 2019, in Cairo, Egypt, a tragic railway accident that busted into flames, leaving 25 fatal injuries and 45 wounded. Investigation on the tragedy says that two conductors were arguing and one left to confront one of the workers and forgot to put the train on brake, which caused the train to speed and hit the concrete and metal barrier, causing an explosion. 6 workers are now in custody. A worker saw the fatal accident and rushed to their aid. People from Egypt now claim Mohammed Abdul Rahman as a hero. Abdul Rahman said it happened in minutes. He ran to people who were engulfed in flames and tried to put them out. Abdul Rahman said the nearest thing to my hand was the water. I took it and ran to help the people who were screaming. Not many would say and do what he did. Think about it, Wolfpack. What would you do in that situation? Would you be the hero in a tragedy, or would you run?
Hello, Wolfpack. I'm Crystal Brown, and I'm here with some national news for you retail shoppers. JCPenney is getting ready to close down 15 additional full-line stores due to bad performance and many other reasons. JCPenney has been reviewing its location for potential closures as it wants to cut costs due to downturning sales. The retailer had 864 department stores as of November 3rd, according to a public filing. This act is happening due to 3 full-line stores closing in January, bringing the total store closure for 2019 to 30. While the Sarasota store is closing, there is no word yet if the local Port Charlotte location will join the list of closed retailers.
Hey Wolfpack, with some school news, I'm Zachary Broman. As you probably have realized, we are well into the second half of the school year. In fact, we're just about ready to start the final quarter. Before you know it, graduation will be here, and this year will be history. So are you ready? Have you completed all your required tests? Do you even know which ones you have to take to reach your goals? There are a lot of events, tests, and activities crammed into this final quarter. To help you prepare, here are some of the upcoming things on campus to look for. This week and next are important for testing at the school. It's FSA reading test season, the test that the largest number of academy students need to pass for graduation. In addition to this week's Wolfpack Rally and Code Red drill, there's a fire drill scheduled for the end of the month. Spring break is coming soon. It starts on the 15th and goes all the way down to the 24th. Aquarium will be visiting academy science classes on the 27th, and the final marking period of the year starts on the 25th. After spring break, the FSA writing test makes an appearance on the first week of April. Before you know it, prom will be here and then graduation. Are you ready, Wolfpack? Are you finishing strong? Now is the time to double down on your efforts. More info on school events to come next time.
With some national news, I'm Thomas. Think you're a big winner, Wolfpack? Check out this Mega Millions winner from last year in October of 2018. Last October, the largest lottery ticket ever sold to a single winner was finally claimed by an anonymous South Carolina resident. They get to keep $878 million. but they don't get to keep all of that. The winner has to pay about 1/3 of that to the government. They aren't the only ones walking away with money. The store that sold the lottery ticket gets $50,000, and the state of South Carolina gets $61 million in income taxes. That's what you call a payday.
With sports, I'm Michael Taylor. On Saturday, March 2nd, UFC 235 took place at T-Mobile Arena in Paradise, Nevada. The main event was John Jones versus Anthony Smith for the light heavyweight championship title. John Jones took the title by unanimous decision and now holds the belt with a record of 24-1. There was some controversy over a supposed illegal knee from John Bones Jones to Anthony Smith. The knee, which some considered to be an illegal hit, should have resulted in Jones being ejected from the fight. The officials, however, didn't call the knee illegal, and Jones went on to win the fight and keep his title. The welterweight division also got some action as Kamaru Usman took down Tyron Woodley for the welterweight belt, as well as still undefeated Ben Askren taking out Robbie Lawler by submission in the first round for his 19th straight win. There were also some incredibly quick fights at this UFC event, including Johnny Walker, who 2KO'd Misha Cherkanov 36 seconds into the first round of their light heavyweight bout. Undefeated Edmund Shabazian TKO'd his middleweight opponent Charles Byrd 38 seconds into their first round. The women also got into the early knockout game with Macy Chiasson dropping Gina Mazzini 1 minute and 49 seconds into their first round. There's a lot of new and undefeated upcoming fighters to keep an eye on in the UFC right now, and it has resulted in some very good and very entertaining fights.
This week we are kicking off a new recurring segment that is focusing on the myths and monsters that lurk in the shadows of pop culture and American life. This is Beyond the Unknown.
To kick off this new series, we are profiling the most famous American monster of all time. You might know him best of Bigfoot. Is a giant ape-like creature that is said to roam the Pacific Northwest.
A key hotspot is the area around the town of Chilliwack in British Columbia. There were a cluster of sightings here in the early 1930s and 40s.
There is a scant physical evidence that such creatures exist, but Bigfoot buffs are convinced that they do, and that science will soon prove it. There are many native myths and legends of wild men in the woods, but Bigfoot's been around for only about 80 years. In 1958, loggers near Bluff Creek, California discovered mysterious footprints deep in the forest. In October of 1967, cowboys named Roger Patterson and Bob Gimlin shot a few seconds of movie footage that would go on to be the most famous image of the supposed beast. Over the years, similar creatures have been seen all over the country, even in local areas. This image was captured in Sarasota County in 2001 and has since been dubbed the Mayaca Skunk Ape. So what do you say, Wolfpack? Are you Bigfoot believers? We headed out to get public opinion about this hairy beast, and we felt like we were being watched.
Alright, we're gonna get some interview footage off Bigfoot.
Alright.
We're supposed to get around these parts.
Alright.
We're supposed to get around these parts.
What is that? I have no idea.
Dude, yo, it's creeping me out. The heck?
You messed up. You're supposed to cut that one.
Weird bond.
This series presents information based in part on theory and conjecture. The producer's purpose is to suggest some possible explanations, but not necessarily the only ones, to the mysteries we will examine.
What's up, Wolfpack? I'm Emily.
And I'm Callie. Every day, millions of questions run through our heads, but how many of them make you laugh instead of think? We went around to ask some questions with results that should turn your frowns upside down. Do you believe that aliens exist?
100% aliens do exist. They're out there.
Do you eat food that's past its expiration date if it still smells and looks fine?
100% yes. We don't waste it around here, boys. What is a body part that you would not mind losing?
My middle finger.
If you could know the truth to any question, what question would you ask?
How I will die.
Okay. Do you eat food that's past its expiration date if it still smells and looks fine?
No, I don't want to die.
What's a huge difference in today's schools than back in the day?
You guys are crazy. We were not. You have people like Emily that goes to school with you. No, I'm just kidding. We don't paddle anymore, which we should. Mr. Dionysia, are you taking note? Kids are.
What mythical creature do you wish existed?
Ooh, Pegasus. I would like to be a bird reincarnated, but I love horses, so it's like the perfect mesh of an animal.
Yeah, that's perfect.
If you could know the truth to any question, what question would you ask?
I would ask the government if aliens are real.
What mythical creature do you wish existed?
Mermaids.
And what's a body part you wouldn't mind losing?
My elbow. What's the funniest word in the English language?
Stimuli.
What does it mean?
Like everyday life. Like every time we move or breathe, it's stimuli.
Oh, that's pretty cool. Fun fact. Do you eat food that's past its expiration date if it still smells and looks fine?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We hope that made your day, along with the news that we have a 4-day week next week, followed by spring break. Take it easy, Wolfpack. Enjoy your days off.
That's it for this week's podcast. And remember,
if it ain't news, it's at the Academy.